Anyway, we're going to go back to Aberdeen. You want to come? It's actually getting a wee bit warmer there now. Still not as warm as it is here, but it's getting that way. They've had a very harsh winter. Anyway, we're going to go back and visit my first love. This is where folk meets jazz. I think this is a kind of a demonstration, and the bloke here standing with a guitar, with all these different... see, I've had a privilege of living for a very long time. And I started playing music in a Scottish country dance band when I was 14. I inherited the bass gear, the bass guitar, and the previous bass player's tartan jacket. And I was a shadow of who I am now. I'm just a little 14-year-old guy. Anyway, I inherited this jacket that had sleeves that reached my knees, and I had to roll them up, and apparently it looked very smart. The band all looked really nice and tight and very together and very all this. There was the accordion player and his tartan jacket, and there was the guitar player. They were all men, you know, and they're big guys, and they all had very well-fitted jackets, and there's me over there in a pair of trousers that were stretching across the stage, and sleeves down to my knees, rolled up like that. And the drummer said, but we were very, and we played a lot of different types of music. We played Scottish country dance music. I brought elements of Kinks songs and Beatles songs and Small Faces to the band, and we also had that whole jazz thing, and the accordion player was a guy called Dave Barron. The band was called the Baronettes, and Dave was the leader of the band, and he had these amazing, this amazing accordion technique that crossed all musical boundaries, and he was absolutely brilliant in all of them. And it was a wonderful musical... I was embarrassed to tell my friends what band I was in, you know, but we were heading off to do this, and we did golf clubs and country clubs and Glen Eagles Hotel, and we played in some castle up the east coast of Scotland for some cousin of the Queen one New Year's Eve, and we were all put up in the most wonderful hotels. And when I started my apprenticeship in the printing trade when I was 16, I used to have to ask for Friday afternoon off so we could get to where we were going at night and then be back late on Monday and stuff like that. It was a wonderful, wonderful upbringing. Where was I going? Oh, Aberdeen. We were going to Aberdeen. Yeah, my first love. Oh yes, this is where this sort of folk jazz thing comes together. That's where all that stuff came from. God, you have to stop me, you know. For a long time playing in that band, I thought I was dead. That silver city shining in the sun, laying by the great North Sea, beyond the river's run, and to the sound of Marshall College bells ringing through the town. I left my heart in Aberdeen with the lovely Heather Brown. She was just a schoolgirl then, Lord, but we were young. We didn't know what love was, but we heard the song it sung. And I was just a boy of 17, apprenticed in the town, when I left my heart in Aberdeen with the lovely Heather Brown. Her hair was the color of true love, as clear as water from a spring. Her voice when she spoke was a ripple of laughter. Will I ever hear that sound again? Many years have come and gone. I've played so many tunes, but love's first song's a fleeting bird that I'll capture one day soon. And I swear I met her spirit once on a street in London town. And I flew back to Aberdeen in the company of Heather Brown. Her hair was the color of true love, and her eyes as clear as water from a spring. Her voice when she spoke was a ripple of laughter. Will I ever hear that sound again? And I'm sitting here in Lilydale, and I'm a half a world away. And she has her life, and I got mine, I guess there's nothing else to say. Ah, but one day when the sun won't rise and the skies come rolling down, I swear that day again I'll lay with the lovely Heather Brown. Awfully kind.